Hello everyone, it's Deb again. So I am back out here in the Suboverland trying to fix my problem that I had with the fan blower staying on all the time, even when the ignition was off and the keys were taken out. Apparently this is a very common problem for GM, especially in this year range, and it's the blower control module or whatever. It's not the BCM, which is the body control module. I mean, it might be, but I don't know. This is actually a cheaper fix, and it sounds very much like the problem that I'm having, except for that in the beginning, when I turned off the key and everything, the radio also stayed on. And I've also got that weird idling in the beginning, so that makes me wonder if it's something more than this blower control module. And this is allegedly what AC Delco is sending out now, because they had a bulletin for it and everything, and so they redesigned it and they put more fins, because I think the original one only has 2 fins, and so this looks different than the one that's in there. And it doesn't say AC Delco on here. It actually says Worry, W-O-O-R-Y. And I guess AC Delco uses other part suppliers, and this is one of them, because the box actually does say that it's the GM genuine parts. So I don't know. The box says it's GM genuine, and then the part is actually Worry. And you know, the reviews were, I don't know, mostly positive. Some of them were saying that they had to replace it after 6 months or whatever. And so that brings me to a problem that, well, I might have. Like, if this goes out in 6 months, that area up there is where my bed is going to be. And so now I've got to, just as a precaution, I'm going to have to build my bed in such a fashion that it's removable, basically, because that black area right up there, that panel piece, that's what I have to take down. And right above that, where I cut the carpeting, that's going to be where the floor level is. And so I'm not going to have very much space right there. And then the bed is going to be right here. So I'm going to have to make it so that I can take the whole bed out, so that if I have to replace this again, I can get up into that area. And I hope that I have enough space to drop down that panel with the floor being there. I guess, you know, time will tell. But this thing, because it's not a plug and play, you have to splice the wires. This is the connector that goes to the blower motor. This is the part that actually plugs into here. And then these 3 wires, they tell you to splice into the existing wires that are in the harness in there. And some people were saying that what they did was to take out the wires from the new connector and swap them with the wires with the old connector, and then that way you didn't have to do any splicing in. But for the life of me, I can't get these pins out of here. I can't get the wires out. I've got these little tools here, and I thought that maybe one of them would work, but I cannot. I don't know how to get them out. And I used to work with electrical, but not this particular connector, and so I don't know how to get them out, and I'm afraid that I'm going to hurt something. I've used a few different tools, and I'm afraid I'm going to hurt it. And this was, you know, $55 part, and I don't want to ruin it. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is wait a couple days, because I didn't order any connectors or anything. What I want to try to use are the Wago connectors, W-A-G-O. And my ex, he works a lot with wiring and stuff, and he said that out of all the different choices, like doing wire nuts and stuff like that, and the different connectors that we have, he said that the Wago connectors would probably be the most resistant to vibration and stuff. So I'm not actually going to be able to replace this today, but I wanted to go ahead and start the video today and just show you what I'm getting ready to do, and then I will come back in a couple days and do the actual work. But today I wanted to go ahead and take that panel down and just see exactly what I have going on under there, because I still don't even know what it looks like under there. The instructions that they gave are really janky. Like, you can understand them and everything, but this is kind of cheesy. But yeah, I mean, there's enough YouTube videos out there that I can figure it out even without this thing. So let me see if I can squeeze out here. I put the carpet pad that I cut out, I put it over these, the posts that are sticking out, so that I don't hurt myself or anything. And I don't feel like crawling out that way, so I'm gonna get out the side door here. Sorry, that was probably loud. So this is a 7mm. I think this is the right size. There's actually 3 of these screws, but I think you only need to take out 2 of them, because the other one is kind of hidden. Alright, well, I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off, and then when I have this down, I'll show you what it looks like. It's coming, but it's going to take too long. But yeah, there's 1 screw here, and then 1 right back there, and then the other one is behind, way back there. You can't even see it. My index finger is up in there, but it's too far back. But most people just take out these 2 screws and then just drop it down. So that's what I'll do, and I'll get back to you. Okay, well, I think I lucked out, actually. It looks like this has already been replaced at one point, because down here they've already done some splicing, and this is actually, it looks very much like this wiring harness, but this doesn't look the same. But if I'm not mistaken, that part's already done, so I should just be able to unplug this from this module, put the new module in, and then just plug this back in. I don't even think I'm gonna need the wiring harness that they sent, which is really cool, because then I won't have to do all that work that I didn't want to have to do. So yeah, I just got these 2 screws out. These were kind of a pain to take out. You can tell that this has been replaced before, because the screws are kind of yeah, ate up a little bit, but it just dropped down. I didn't take out that other one. Maybe it's, see, look, I think that's where it was supposed to go. That screw may not have even been in there. They may not have even bothered to put that one back in there. But yeah, this is a, I think 7/32 for these. So I'll go ahead and take those out. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and mount the new module and plug this in and see if it works, because that really looks just like what they did on YouTube. They already did all that. So this is obviously a replacement. Okay, well, if that's the case, then that's pretty cool. It'll make my life easier. Alright, I'll get back to you. Yep, look at this, you guys. This is definitely a cheap Chinese made. It doesn't even say where it was made, but it's obviously a replacement part, because the original module only has 2 fins, and so they upgraded with more fins to make it better. But this particular one is one of those cheap Chinese ones. You can see where it blew and it corroded. But the good thing is that that splicing has already been done for me, and now all I have to do is mount this up into here, and it over here, you probably can't see that, but there is a gap there, whereas on this side there is no gap. And so that's why they send you these this one spacer. They only send one, and that's all you should need. And some models don't need it, some vehicles don't need it, but I do, because once that's up there I can see it with my naked eye, but there's a gap there that I'm gonna have to fill. And it's not the exact same part. It's a little bit bigger, it looks like, but it's got a nice foam gasket on there that should cover up the whole area. And I wiped down this area to make sure there was no dust or anything. So I'll get that mounted up with those 2 screws and that spacer, and then I'm going to hook the battery back up and see if this works. Hey, I'll get back to you. Alright, here we go with the moment of truth. I'm gonna go connect the ground to my battery, and you guys should be able to hear if the fans come on. I'm gonna close the door so you can hear it, or not hear it, hopefully. Oh my god, you guys, I think it worked. The fans didn't come on. Oh, the radio's not on. You see that? Nothing came on. Alright, let's see what happens here. Keep our fingers crossed. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that doesn't sound good. Oh, but at least I could turn it off, right? Yay! It's running okay. Of course, the service airbag light's still on. Clock's okay. I was able to turn that off. It sounds alright. Let's see what happens when I turn it off. Oh, blessed silence. Yay! Oh, you guys, that worked. I fixed it. It worked. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm really happy about that. Yeah, I have the back rear access open too. It worked. That was the culprit right there. That old blower control module. Thank God it wasn't the body control module, because that thing is a lot more expensive and you have to get it reprogrammed and by the dealer. So thank God this was it, and I don't have to worry about too expensive of a repair. This was $55 for that module. But like I said, now I'm going to have to make it so that when I build my bed, I can remove the entire bed to be able to get to that in case that blows again. Because this is a known problem with these GMs of these years. So I'm going to have to be flexible with my bed design. Alright guys, that was it. I I fixed it. Thank you to Vanquished for your suggestion. My ex thought about it at basically the same time, so you guys had the same idea at the same time, so thank goodness that was the problem and I was able to fix it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.